sometimes it's not. I always come back. I am Chucky, the killer dog, and I don't want to give that up.
Hey guys, for Everything Horror, this is ABC Halloween. Today I am going to be doing a setup of the Silent and Deadly Clown animatronic for Spirit Halloween 2025. This is obviously a return from 2013, made by a whole new company. This one is Crazy Create. And look at the new box design. It honestly feels a little better. And this box is so small. But then again, I have huge hands. But it has a info panel now and another picture. It kind of pays homage to how they were back in the day. And then, this is a really cool thing. Obviously, he's online only, as most of the gore props are. He turns, but it says, see it in action with Jack the Reaper. And what that makes me believe is since it has that, it could be like last year where some online onlys could be sent to stores, especially if there's shipment issues, which with the economy right now, I'm sure that'll happen. So, you know, like Michael Myers and all those online only ones were appeared in some. I can get his backstory now. Yeah, he could be in select stores in this economy, especially he got imported before tariffs, so you gotta hurry. And, yeah, let's set him up. Let's look at all the parts. So I do want to get this out of the way. That's this really neat head. I already attached it to the shoulders and the pole. When I first set this up, that's usually what I do. I set them up once, take them apart, and then do another set just so I can kind of skim through it for you guys, but normally in the setup, his head will connect right there, and this will connect to the pole. So just going to say that. So the shoulder piece and the middle pole should be different pieces. His outfit, which is pretty cheap quality, but I'm fine with it. 2 fully blow mold shoes, pretty much an improvement for a clown prop. 4 poles, the ING arms, pointing hand and a knife hand, and then the control box that will have a little plastic piece on it. Just snip the zip tie, but it will pop on for storage, which is good because the knobs fall off a lot. Alright, I didn't mention the base. I just figured that was kind of common knowledge, but I'm just not the Beal Brothers, you know. So you want this to face forward. You want the pins in the back, I'm pretty sure. We'll see if I do it backwards. There's no indication, but these B-poles just line up the holes. This is something I shouldn't have to tell you guys about. It's pretty common knowledge that I think every haunter knows, but I know. Spirit employee, 16-year-old girl trying to make an income so you can leave your parents' house. You need a video to set them up because you're working at Spirit and you don't know how. I know. I'm confused why some people need videos, but I've always watched the videos because I want to know the build. So I'm just figuring that's my viewer type right now. But if you're following along, that's fine. This can be done on a table, on the ground, whatever's easiest for you. There you go. You just snap them all in. It's a little loose, but that's okay. And then the next part we'll need are these shoes. There's not quite a left or right. Now, the tools are also thin enough. Pool noodles would make this prop absolutely 100% real looking. But it also looks kind of filled out with the clothes, even like this. So, this is Crazy Create, as I said, so a lot of the parts are Crazy Create type. This was some weird company like Long Long Manufacturing, or I don't know, some company like that. It was based out of China. They actually went out of business though, and I think they also created Barnyard Butcher, so if Crazy Create can do it here, they can do it on Barnyard Butcher, but we'll probably never see him return. There you go. And then we'll do this. As you can see, I already slide the clothes over. It's already one wire generously connected here by factory. It's got plastic turning gears though, which is sad, kind of cheap. So then you'll turn it around back. You'll adjust this sound bar to whatever you want. I keep it kind of low. I live in a residential area where there's a lot of crime, and so I don't want to make it sound like somebody's being killed when I have these on. I don't want to make it sound like a literal crime scene. But that's how we're looking so far. Alright, so after this part, what you would do is you take that long pole, that square pole, put it in, and then you put the torso in. But I already did that, and the snap lock is very hard. This is almost a permanent one. You probably won't get this apart. But once you have all those pieces in, obviously, I did set this up backwards, and so we're going to flip that around in a second. So, wait, no, we didn't. Okay. See, he's just too hit or miss. So we're in the back, luckily, so we didn't set him up backwards. But we're going to have to keep it in the back to do these wires. But this is a foam-filled head. Distortions quality, I want to say, which is absolutely wild. Connect this big old red one. There you go, big old red one right there. And there you go. Now we're going to pull up the clothes. Oh. Got a little sucker on the shoes. It's very cheap though. It's like those Party City costumes, kind of like the ones that have the fray material that frays on you. It's pretty cheap. Well, for 180 bucks you can't complain, but he'll 100% go up in price later. There's also two separate things that you're supposed to access here. One's for the sensor, the green one. We already connected the red one for the head, the big old red one. This setup's going by really quick. It's pretty straightforward, but we're about to get to the hard part. We don't really know. So this goes into that little composite thing in the control box, that little thing for a wire that says like, it says right here, wire IR sensor thing. It's confusing. As you can see, we're getting into the harder parts. And then what you also do is take your cord. You can run it down his leg if you care about accuracy. Right now, I don't really give a crap about that. Adjust your volume. I really care about realism. And then right here's where the arms come in. So what you're going to do is you're going to take these arms. Zip ties you should probably have. That's what the instructions are going to say. Also, you should put his hat on. Velcro, it's really hard. But it's just so tight. I'm not messing with it because I don't want to bend the phone. You need zip ties traditionally. What they say is this hooks in essentially. You put a zip tie around it, hold it. You don't need that, but if you're picking it up, moving it a lot, setting it up, putting it in a store, you should probably have the zip ties. But if you're kind of just keeping it as like a statement piece, or you're just setting it up to see how it works, and you're going to resell it or something, which is stupid. I know a lot of people do that. That's practically what you're going to do. So we're going to slide this up the arm. This is essentially like the Widow from Spear Halloween if you have her. It's exactly the same. So this will slide through here. Can you guys see that? It went through a little hoop, and right before this big prong, there's a hole that it slides into. And then right here, you put your zip tie. The clothing will probably pull it out at some point, but right now, I'm not going to touch those. You don't need this for the setup. Repeat, you don't need the zip ties, but it makes the setup extremely easy. But it is also kind of stupid to see a retail company using zip ties, but oh well. Bang. Slide this one in. We'll work on the hands in a minute. Again, though, we gotta hook this in. Make it go through that little hole. He turns side to side and does laughing, just like the original. He looks a bit taller, though, from comparisons and such. So I'm going to take the Velcro in the front of his outfit, and I'm going to adjust that. You can also Velcro that back one. It's so tight, that's kind of hard. We'll turn him around now. See, he looks pretty filled out. He needs a little form, possibly. There, he looks like one of those stupid, like, anime characters, whatever they call it, like, Ghibli life, or whatever the heck people call them. Dude, I'm not, like, some 10-year-old lady. I don't really care about the art style, no hands coming out. What's wrong with our culture? Here is pointing hand. He's pointing. Now, something I realized, this is kind of a personal thing. I like Soul Slasher because he points, and we like the Butcher because he points from Home Depot. I even wish Nibbles pointed, so I might melt the plastic at some point. So he's pointing, he raises his arm up at you. You are going to slide that in. It's a plastic snap lock this time, and it'll just snap right in. I almost want to have him just pointing out, kind of, if that makes sense. You could also have him pointing out, and then you just have him going, shh, like he's pointing you away, which I think is a really cool concept for a prop. And then here's the classic knife. It's always been bent because it was always foam. I hate that, but, you know, it's 180 bucks. It's practically a budget prop. I've not seen spirit props this cheap since 2020, which has been 5 years this year. This is a 5-year mark. There we go. It's in now. You gotta pull up the sleeve. Now, you gotta pose the arms too, which I'm just a little scared about doing, honestly, because it's honestly super hard. I don't really want to be the kind of person to break a prop on my first day. But this is practically him. This is Silent and Deadly Clown. Really cool prop. Pretty good setup. And now we're going to get to his demo in light and dark mode. Overall, the Silent and Deadly Clown, I think, is a great animatronic, a very good scare, and honestly is one of the most realistic props with concept. This shows how clowns were made back in the day. They had pretty unique concepts, they were pretty real, they were like, ooh, that's scary, if you were up by them, and now they're just, hey little kiddies, come to the circus. They're very childish now, and I'm glad that they actually brought back a clown that actually has a plot to it, and not just some stupid McDonald's stilts clown, and heckles the clown, like, ugh! I'm glad that they brought this back. This is very good, because this is actually a prop that actually has a plot. I do like other props like Nibbles because of the technology, Heckles because of the sculpting details, and then I like some other clowns because of other things, but this is one of the clowns that actually I think will scare dozens of people. It's just, the simplicity is what makes it so good. The quality is pretty good. It's definitely not on par with the rest of the Spirit stuff, but it's 180. This is a Spirit budget prop, which has not been done many years. I mean, you could consider Art One, but being at $200, I can't agree with that. But this guy was imported before tariffs. That is how he can be so cheap. So, yeah, there you go. He's got a lot of the stringy things coming up, but honestly, I think that makes him look cooler. So, yeah. This is also 100% a foam-filled head. The ears are foam-filled, the body's foam-filled, on the body of the head at least. It's all foam-filled, like Distortion's quality. They filled it with foam, except for the eyes. That's about a plastic. The hands are a bit glossy and a bit small. Like, look at the size difference. We need to put this guy next to Soul Slasher. Let me know if you guys want that. Soul Slasher from Home Depot, hand comparison with Silent and Deadly. But overall, he's a really good prop. I think he's a really good scare, and I think this is a really good piece for a haunt. It is kind of flimsy, but if you're running a haunt, this is the best clown you can get that's on the market, I think. So yeah, guys, see you guys in the next video, and for everything horror, this is ABC Halloween.
Sometimes it's not. And I don't want to give that up.